Technical difficulties, folks. Sorry for the delay, but it is that time of the week again. Time for the I Seen It Movie Reviews podcast. And tonight we have the hottest movie in theaters up on the cutting room floor tonight. That movie, of course, the phenomenal, the highly anticipated, some might say controversial, Black Panther movie.
Why is it controversial?
I mean, a lot of people are, mainly the right-wingers are like, oh, why it got to be the Black Panther movie? Why can't it be like a, I don't know.
White
what all they're
Tiger
saying.
movie.
Where's our white superhero movie?
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
We got a permission slip to see this movie.
Yeah, we did. But tonight we are going to break down the latest installment in the MCU, which is Marvel Cinematic Universe, for those of you who don't know what MCU stands for.
Wow, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I just always called it Marvel Universe.
Oh, okay. Anyway, we're going to break it down. There are going to be spoilers, so if you do not want to know about this movie, watch this video anyway, because it's going to be cool.
We want you to watch the video.
Yeah, we want you to watch the video. Now, typically I don't do this till like the end of the show, but I'm going to go ahead and do it now while I'm thinking about it. Make sure you click that like and that subscribe button.
Mash it. Hit it hard.
Mash it. Click it like 8 times. Wait.
2, 4, 6.
You do 8. Yeah.
8 times. Yeah. Because if you click it an odd number, then it won't.
That locks you into our sweepstakes.
Yeah, something like that. No, actually, if you click it once, it's like. 2, it's unlike. 3, it's like. 4, it's unlike.
5. No, you have to hit it 9 times.
7 or 9. That's the magic number. Remember that. Odd is where it's at. Odd numbers.
Just click it once, and then that's all you have to do.
And then hit the bell, so you get notified every time we come live.
Yeah.
And then you can join us in our live chat.
Yes, that is true. Yeah,
be a part of it. You can comment live. We'll respond to your questions.
Give you shout outs.
Yeah, we'll do shout outs.
We'll talk to your mom.
I ain't above doing a shout out.
We'll talk to your cat.
We'll call you on the phone.
If you got a Black Panther, we'll talk to that too.
Yeah. I ain't scared of no cats.
You could bring the Black Panther over. That'd be kind of cool.
Chadwick Boseman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be cool as hell.
So if you're watching this, Chadwick Boseman, please comment.
Yeah, please do. I mean, I'd like to see it.
He's a big Tar
I'd like to see it of him talking to us. I think that'd be cool as hell.
Big college basketball fan from what I read today.
We're like, why do you have to spoil my movie?
Oh, so now going into this movie, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I did not know a lot of backstory about the Black Panther.
Did you know any backstory about the Guardians of the Galaxy?
No.
Did you know any backstory behind Ant-Man?
No.
That was mine.
But those are the best ones, though.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
The ones that don't have a big backstory are always the best ones.
Always the best ones.
Always.
True.
Except for the Dark Knight.
Yeah, Dark Knight was
You know about the Joker.
Yeah.
But anyway.
That's the Joker, because the Joker's awesome.
The guy that played the Joker was what made it.
Yeah.
Now, going into this, a lot of reviews were out ahead of time, and they were saying, like, it's the greatest Marvel movie ever made. Tim, you referenced The Dark Knight.
I saw a reviewer who saw the movie,
and he
said, best movie since The Dark Knight. Maybe, I don't know if he said maybe even better, but he definitely said since The Dark Knight, best superhero movie.
Now, before we actually get into this movie, I got to talk about this. Do you think it even holds a candle to The Dark Knight? And would you say that The Dark Knight has been the best comic book movie to date? Just to kind of set the bar. In my opinion, I'm going to say it probably is the best comic book movie. It is
the best comic book movie ever made.
Yeah.
Which is weird, because it's coming from the film franchise
that
produces the worst comic book movies.
Right.
But somehow they made the best one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is strange to say that, but yeah.
It just feels weird to say that.
Yeah, it does feel weird to say DC has the best one.
Yeah.
I agree. I thought it was the best one as well.
Yeah.
I liked it. Get me wrong, Black Panther was great.
I mean, it starts with a bank heist. It starts with a bank heist.
But like it's like bank heist. It's a bank heist, and then him killing off like it's just
that's
systematically.
It's an amazing bank heist.
Yeah. It's like okay, so I get to screw this guy over. And then
we're
this
reviewing The Dark Knight.
Over. I know we are reviewing The Dark Knight, but it starts out with a bang, and it's amazing how it starts out.
I mean it is. Yeah. Okay, but
back
Black
to
Panther.
Black Panther, of course.
Yeah. So now,
does it hold a candle? Yes.
You think it holds a candle to Dark Knight?
A candle.
Just a candle.
Like a birthday candle.
Okay, here's the
a
thing.
very small candle.
Does it hold a candle to Guardians of the Galaxy 1?
I've no.
Does it hold a candle
No.
to the Winter Soldier?
Yes.
I think it's better.
I think it's way better than Winter Soldier.
You guys are
I think
crazy.
it's way better than any of the Captain America movies.
Captain America is like my favorite franchise of the MCU.
I have
Really?
to agree.
Yeah.
I think it's better than the Captain America movies.
Yeah, I think it's better than Captain America. I liked the first Captain America. I liked
Yeah.
it a lot, but I didn't like the Winter Soldier.
I love the Winter Soldier.
I mean, it was good. I
And
just didn't
Civil
like
War.
Now, Civil War was good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even consider like Civil
War is
War.
more an Avengers movie.
Yeah, I don't consider that a Captain America movie at all.
Yeah.
You know, whether or not they want to label it as a Captain America movie or just call it Avengers
I
5
think
or whatever the hell number it is.
because of this discussion, we need to watch and review The Winter Soldier again because it's so
I agree.
good. I can't. I'm surprised you guys are saying it's not.
What about the Spider-Man: Homecoming? How would you compare that to Black Panther? Is it better
I
than
think
Black Panther?
Yeah. No, I think Black Panther probably better than Spider-Man: Homecoming.
No, Spider-Man: Homecoming is good, but I do honestly
The only
think
good
Black
thing
Panther
about
is better.
Spider-Man: Homecoming is I liked their Peter Parker.
Mhm.
I'm interested to see where he goes, but Michael Keaton was the reason to watch that movie.
Oh yeah.
And outside of that, I mean, like you got
But
Michael Keaton, that's great.
But the only reason to
But
watch
Michael B. Jordan is just as electrifying.
But the only reason to watch Michael Keaton is because
He's Batman.
he's the best Batman, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Y'all can
I
take
like
that
that.
or leave it.
I don't know if he's the best. I think.
Oh no, he's the best.
Now, not to get us too sidetracked, but
Yeah.
would you rather see The Dark Knight with Michael Keaton playing Batman?
Yes.
Yeah, that would be.
That
cool.
would have been good. Yeah.
That would be
now
really
that I'm
good.
thinking about it, I'm like, yeah,
Yeah. Michael Keaton was the best Batman.
I'm with you.
Yeah. Damn right you're with me.
Michael B. Jordan was. I think.
Yes.
I think he should have been Black Panther.
I
In my
agree.
When
opinion.
you watch him,
I like Michael B.
he's
Jordan.
so
Great actor.
He is. I think
Amazing
you said it.
actor.
Electrifying.
yeah.
For me, he stole the
When
movie.
he's in the art gallery, you're like, oh damn, like what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's this scene going? Because I want to see where this is
Yeah.
about to go. And he's not even doing anything. He's just looking at some art.
Yeah.
Where's
Asking,
that
asking
come
questions.
from?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're like, shit's about to get popping.
Yeah. And then, like, he's in the thing and he's asking questions, and then he's like, "Well, what about this one?" And she says, "It came from wherever."
I disagree.
And he was like, "Nah, no, it didn't."
Yeah.
It's like that. It comes from
Wakanda.
Wakanda. Yeah.
I like the
And
part.
she's just like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah. The part with the mask, he's like,
And he's-
the guy's like, well, that's got, what is it, bichronium, is that what it's called?
Vibranium.
Vibranium,
Vibranium,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. Is that got vibranium in too? No, I just like this mask, it's
Yeah.
fire, or something
Yeah.
like that.
He's
And
like,
I
I
was
just,
yeah.
I just,
Speaking to me
I
or
just
something.
dig this
Yeah.
mask or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super good.
Yeah.
Super
Yeah.
good.
Michael B. Jordan's a great
And he's
actor.
like, you
Yeah.
paid attention to much of this art. You're not even paying attention to what you're putting in your body
Yeah.
or something like. I don't
And
know.
then like she gets poisoned or
Yeah.
whatever and falls to the ground. There's great scene.
And
Great
just as good as he is, how about Claw?
Claw, I think that's an enemy that they
killed off way too soon.
Yeah.
They swept him under the rug. Which, I mean, when you got Michael B. Jordan and he's that good, I mean, you don't want to upstage him with somebody else. But I thought they were kind of like chewing the scenery together, like just. Not chewing the scenery. Claw was definitely chewing the scenery. That guy was like he was like, okay, you want me to play crazy? Well, I'm gonna
He was
take
like
it
on
about
meth.
to 10.
He was like
Yeah.
on meth.
Yeah, yeah.
He was on it.
It was. I can't even really describe the way I felt with Claw, because whenever he was on screen, you knew it was about to get
Down.
insane.
When he's strapped to that chair and he's like, I see you. I see you
Well,
talking.
Now hold on,
Yeah.
hold on. I actually went and got popcorn and drink refill during that scene,
Oh.
so I didn't get to see that.
Oh, that
That's
sucks.
this is an alright
Yeah,
scene.
thanks for spoiling it for me.
Yeah, I thought you saw that part. I thought you got it right
I missed
after
a
that.
part.
No,
I missed.
He was sitting and he was singing a song. What song was he singing?
I don't know. He's got a fire mixtape from what he said.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right.
I want to
Yeah.
hear his mixtape.
Get his SoundCloud address.
Yeah. I want to hear his mixtape.
But no, I got up like right. He was like singing some song, and like I got up and I was walking out. I remember laughing. I was like, "Oh, he's singing that song." And then, like when I came
Yeah,
back,
what song was
it
he
was like
singing?
just after that scene.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was.
Was it "Never Gonna Give You Up"?
No, it was no.
Yeah.
It's the Night at the Roxbury song. Lady, don't hurt me.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Don't
Yeah.
hurt me.
Nice.
No more. Yeah.
I would do a blank on that. Nice.
But But yeah, when that dude was on the screen, you knew it was about to get popping.
Yeah.
Whatever was going on. I mean, you think, okay, they're going to scope out this place. All of a sudden, he shows up. It hits the fan,
Right.
folks. It was good. And, you know, I keep wanting to talk about it, but I don't want to spoil it, but I already warned everybody, spoiler alert. When he died, I was just like, why?
Yeah,
Why? He brought
way
so
too
much
soon.
energy
Yeah.
to the screen that it broke my heart
Yeah.
to see him die. And not that he died in like a bitch way, but I would have expected bigger, better deaths from him.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't expecting him to die the way he did.
No. Like, I wasn't expecting that twist in the plot
Yeah.
to happen the way it did.
Really, like, this movie it swung for the fences when it came to bad guys for Black Panther. I mean, like, this movie brought, like, two of Black Panther's main villains in the same way that, like, Batman Forever or Batman and Robin did. Like, it just, like, brings the thunder when it comes to bad guys. So
Claw and
Killmonger
were his two biggest enemies.
Well, I mean, like, they're in his list of bad guys.
Mm-hmm.
That's like number 1 and number 2.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I did some research today. Well, since we knew that we were doing a review today.
Mm-hmm.
So in the comic books, Claw is the guy that actually kills Black Panther's father, and Killmonger is a same thing from the movie. The way I think from what he puts it. He's a guy who was like bred to be a warrior, and let me go to my notes real quick.
Tim actually did like some in-depth research.
He's got like 5
on
pages of
this.
stuff.
He does. It's crazy.
Oh, okay. So when Claw came and like raided Wakanda for vibranium, he forced like tribes to revolt with him, and I want to say Killmonger because I can't pronounce it. It's like N apostrophe Jadaka, Njadaka.
Okay.
And Jindaka?
Yeah, Njadaka.
I'm with you. I'll forget that in like 2
Yeah.
seconds.
So his family was forced, basically, like muscled into revolting with him, and because of that, he was exiled. And then when T'Challa, like for a while, T'Challa's uncle was the Black Panther and ruler of Wakanda. And then when T'Challa came into power, he found Killmonger because he was like a physicist, which is what T'Challa was too. And he hated T'Challa, but he was lying. And T'Challa brought him to Wakanda, and he became so famous in Wakanda that they named his village after him as Njadaka Village. And but all the while he's breeding animosity towards T'Challa, and because T'Challa was so involved in American politics and the Avengers and all that stuff, he then staged a revolt or a coup d'etat in Wakanda and became the ruler of Wakanda until T'Challa came back and whooped his ass and killed him. But then he was resurrected by Mandarin. But
So
I didn't.
Mandarin from Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
Iron Man, yeah.
Well, not that Mandarin, but the Mandarin.
But I'm just saying, for those who follow the
yeah.
MCU, Mandarin from Iron Man 3.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
Which I think personally is the weakest of the Iron Man series.
yeah,
Well, Iron Man 3?
Yeah.
Best Iron Man.
Oh, no, wait. On 3, everybody say their favorite Iron Man. 1, 2, 3.
Iron
2.
Man 1.
I like 2 better.
one's better.
And I'll tell you why I like 2 better.
1's way better.
One's way better.
No, 2 was way better. For me personally, 2 was way better.
For ScarJo?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because Whiplash kills that damn bird.
Oh, yeah. And you want to kill that bird.
And I also want to kill my wife's
The only
bird.
reason why he killed that bird is because it wasn't his bird.
Well, that's not my bird
Where's
either.
my bird?
Yeah.
Where's my bird?
Hashtag not my bird.
Yeah, definitely not my
My
bird.
favorite part in Iron Man 1 is when he gets shot by that tank and he just like pops out of the hole and he like boom and blows it up and walks away. I love that part.
That is
Oh,
a good
yeah.
scene.
That's a good.
Iron Man
I
1's
love
good,
Iron Man.
but 2 will forever
That-
hold a special.
I am Iron
Iron
Man.
Man.
So that whole scene,
Yeah.
the cave scene, is
Yeah.
the best.
Now let's without talking too much about the movie here, let's talk about things we liked, things we didn't like about this movie. Now, while the movie is 100% completely visually stunning from start to finish, the special effects are some effects that rival a Star Wars movie. I mean, it looks clean, it looks good, it's crisp, it's bright.
It's probably the same effects.
It probably is. But honestly, the one thing that I can say that I do not like about this movie, I think it's, if it's even possible to say, it's too special effectsy. Like, everything that looked awesome in this movie had to be a special effect. Like, there wasn't like one cool thing in the movie that wasn't a
Practical.
special. That wasn't practical, I guess you could say. I mean, you guys agree that maybe
I agree.
it was
a
too
lot.
special effectsy? Like, do you think they went all out?
It was kind of
to show?
overstimulating with special effects.
It was
I'll give it this,
definitely
though.
overstimulating.
But it looked decent. It didn't look crappy.
No, like I said, it looked good.
Yeah.
I just think I guess the reason they had to make it look so much over the top
Pretty futuristic.
was because of what's it called? The vibranium?
Yeah.
I guess the vibranium allows for like insane amounts of technological advances that they kind of had to make it over the top and not as practical. I mean, they're dealing with like
But they even
a
had
made-up
those
thing.
rhinos that were like armored and stuff.
Those look pretty good, though.
Yeah. Let me know. I'm with you, but I mean, I think when you're going to see an MCU movie,
You kind of have to.
I don't remember an
effects.
MCU movie that has practical effects.
I mean, to a certain extent,
I think
some things could be more practical.
Yeah.
But
is there a MCU movie that like cuts its teeth on, or that uses practical effect?
no.
So I'm saying, like, when you buy your ticket, you kind of know what you're getting.
Yeah, you definitely know what you're getting into. But I think, and this really shouldn't even be a complaint that I have.
Right.
Because I guess you go and you see a movie and you want to see some crazy stuff.
Right.
And you know when you go see a Marvel movie, you're going to see some crazy stuff. Maybe I just wasn't ready for all the technological advances that vibranium has to offer. You know? Like, for instance, one thing that I thought was interesting was like when they throw the little thing on the car and then she jumps in like a virtual car in like her lab.
I was totally way into that.
Yeah, like that was super cool. But I just it was cool, but I didn't like it. You
Really?
know?
Oh,
Yeah.
that was sweet.
I was really into
Yeah,
that.
And then
I
they
like that too.
used it at the end when he's like flying the plane, and it was just kind of like, man, like
The one thing I didn't like, if
didn't
she
sit
was
right with
wearing
me.
glasses, or there was like walls all the way around, so you knew that she was looking at something.
It was strictly
The fact that
all
she was-
holographic.
Right. So it's
Yeah.
like, and when you saw her, you're looking through the hologram.
She
at
actually
her.
looked like she was in the car.
Right.
Yeah.
But you're like, from her perspective, does she see South Korea? Because it looks like she's looking at like just dotted lines or whatever, what we're seeing when we're looking at her.
Right.
But she's not wearing glasses or anything to indicate that her vision is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, if she's not wearing anything visual and we're looking at her and we're not really seeing like what she's seeing, what is it that she's seeing? You know what I mean?
I think they
Right.
still had to give the effect that she was in the lab for us.
Right.
For us to feel like, oh well, she's in the lab, but she's
But, like,
in
if
a virtual environment where she could see it.
If she was wearing glasses.
Yeah.
Now, I'm picking up what you're putting down here, but I will say, in the later part of the movie, when
Right.
the guy's flying the plane,
It made a little bit more sense.
It shows like his point of view and like what he's seeing, and then it like
it goes away to show him.
It fades away to show the inside of the lab or whatever, and how the guys are attacking the lab, and he's got to fight harder to get out, and that was kind of cool. And then like he's like, well, you know, show me full visualization or whatever he says again, and the screen like goes back together, and then you see what he's flying the plane again.
Right, you're absolutely right. But when the first time, when it was the car,
Yeah, it was just like a pixelated hologram of the shape of a car.
Right.
But that's all you saw.
Right.
You know, you never actually saw it from her perspective. driving the car through South Korea.
Right.
Which was really cool.
Yeah.
What, if anything, did you guys not like about this movie? I know it's tough, man. I really had to dig deep for that.
What I didn't like about the movie is... Dude, I don't know. I actually talked all kinds of crap about this movie.
You did. Of everybody that I know, Dusty B is the one person that was just like, Black Panther looks like crap. It's going to be garbage. Movie's trash. I don't want to even see it.
Dumpster fire.
Yeah, and then we were like, hey, we're going to go see Black Panther. And he was like, I want to freaking see that movie. Like, it looks dumb. And then, we're walking out of the theater, and he was just like, you know what? That movie was pretty good.
I liked it.
Yeah, I'm glad you changed your mind, man. It was good.
Dude, Michael B. Jordan was a badass, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, he made that movie.
He made that movie. I think he should be Black Panther.
Yeah.
But nothing against... what's the guy's name?
Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah, he did a good job, too. Don't get me wrong. But Michael B. Jordan, I'm just a Michael B. Jordan fan, dude. He should have been Black Panther.
I want to see...
Sucks that he died.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. I spoiled it. Sucks that he died.
Yeah. I want to see, what's next for Michael B. Jordan. Because,
Go ahead, but I got something that you mentioned to me last night that you said you didn't like about the movie.
Oh, well, I was actually going to bring up something else, too.
Okay.
Because, I haven't given mine. When they're, when he's being challenged, or when he takes, because in the beginning of the movie, he's being anointed as the king. And they strip him of the Black Panther power or spirit of the Black Panther,
right?
By giving him like
it's like a potion.
Yeah, it's like an antidote,
right, to the heart-shaped flower that he gets that gives him the spirit of the Black Panther.
Right.
He gets challenged, he fights, and then he wins in the beginning of the movie, and he goes through a ceremony where he's given back the Black Panther, and they tell him that he's going to go into the spirit realm. And I was like...
The ancestral plane.
Right. And I was like, oh, man, here comes some Doctor Strange shit, man. I was like, oh, it's going to be so cool.
That would have been cool if Doctor Strange would have been in that movie.
Or, just something along those lines. I was like, it's going to get trippy. Yeah. And then, no, he's on a savannah plane. But the sky looks kind of dope behind him.
Oh, man, he went to the set of The Lion King.
Yeah.
I was going to say that. It was just like Lion King, man.
Or the Jungle Book from, the new Jungle Book.
Yeah.
And to me, when you're talking about special effects, I was kind of disappointed that there wasn't more special effects for that scene.
For that scene, yeah.
Yeah.
That scene was kind of disappointing.
There was no oh, what's going on?
Well, the Panthers that were in the tree was really cool looking.
Yeah, their glowing eyes and stuff. So the other thing I brought up, which is directly after the movie, was all the people from Wakanda, everybody, a lot of you have who's the guy with the eye? Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah.
And Lupita Nyong'o and the chick that plays Michonne.
Denai Guerrero.
I always forget her name.
All these people.
She did good. Sorry to
cut she was phenomenal.
Phenomenal in the movie.
I love her as an actor. She's awesome.
Everybody speaks with the African accent.
Yeah.
And it felt to me like they were speaking really slow. And I don't know if it was because they're acting with this accent, or if that's just the way people from... I've seen other movies like the... what's his name? The guy who makes Chappie and all those.
Oh, crap.
I always think of that song where Neil
Blomkamp.
Yeah, Blomkamp says.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see a lot of African actors in that movie, and they're speaking really fast, and they all have that accent. Yeah. I thought everybody in this movie spoke really slow.
Yeah, I was definitely picking up on that, and it was slow to a point where I can watch a Neil Blomkamp movie, and they have that thick African accent, and they're speaking fast, and I can understand them.
Yes.
This was they were throwing on that accent and trying to make it so thick, but they were speaking so slow. It was almost
enunciating everything.
Yeah, it was so hard to understand them.
Yeah.
And
they're like, father.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Thinking back now, I almost would prefer if they would have spoken their native language and the movie was subtitled.
Yeah.
I think that would have...
Made it more authentic.
Would have made it more authentic for me. And it probably would have sounded better.
Yeah.
It probably wouldn't have been as slow.
And what's really cool is like when they're subtitling, like in the beginning of the movie, you get Oakland and then Wakanda. Yeah. Well, it shows you
like their language,
and then it translates.
And then it translates. Yeah.
I think the reason why they got to do it so slow, I would think it's probably because kids are watching it. They probably can't pick up on it fast enough. That would be my guess. The reason why it's so slow is
probably
kids probably won't be able to pick up on that. I liked it. I mean, I liked that they had that dialect. I also noticed it was slow too.
Yeah.
But I thought if they
this is being like
normal,
really nitpicky.
Yeah. No,
it's not anything that like disturbed me.
No, I'm not gonna not watch the movie again. Yeah. I almost went and saw it again today. I'm not gonna lie.
I would have seen it again.
I was thinking to myself like,
I want to see it again too.
Yeah.
Well, let's go see it again.
I'm down.
Yeah. I don't even know where I was going. Now
the language, the dialect.
Yeah, but I know that was the direction, but I don't know what I was going to say about it. I don't know. Oh, I think was there anything you didn't like about the movie?
I'm trying so hard to think about. Dude, every actor in this movie was great.
That Korea scene. The Korea scene at the beginning. Not that I'm not saying anything I don't like about it. I just want to talk about the Korea scene.
Well, we'll let him talk about things he didn't like first.
I mean, I can't think of a scene or anything about the movie that I didn't like. My only thing was
I know something I didn't like.
I was thinking about this today. It was like, how did Michael B. Jordan? I can never say his name. How did he figure? If he's ever been to Wakanda, how did he figure out where it was at? How did he get there? Because when they were flying,
well, it's on a map.
Well, when they were
people
flying,
know it's a country.
Well, but when they were flying into Wakanda earlier on the ship, they had to fly through like these trees. It was like a hologram to get there. How the heck did he figure out how to get there?
Well,
I was thinking
it seemed like when they stole the vibranium in the beginning scene with Michael B. Jordan and Claw, which we should get his name real quick. He says, "Now that you have this, they're never going to stop looking for you." And I thought then that's what led to the Korea scene because they knew that it got stolen and they started looking for him. And I thought I got up for the scene where the Claw gets killed, and that's when Michael B. Jordan heads to Wakanda.
Yeah, I remember.
But I thought that was what when I heard that he showed up in Wakanda, I was like, oh, because he knew that they were going to be looking for him, and I guess did they put a trait? I don't know. Like I don't know.
There was no
kind of trace.
There's no kind of trace, or he never said where it was at or anything like that. So I'm not, like I said, I'm being nitpicky. I didn't hate the movie. I can't really think of anything in my head that I didn't hate it. I hated about the movie, but I was just thinking about that today. Like, how did he figure out where exactly Wakanda was?
Holy crap!
What?
Did you guys know that Andy Serkis was Claw?
Andy Serkis?
Yeah.
Who the heck is Andy Serkis?
He's like every CGI character, the Planet of the Apes movies, the Lord of the Rings movies. He's always he's Gollum. He's always the guy that's in CGI.
Really?
Yeah. That's why he's so facially like crazy to watch.
That would make sense. Why I don't recognize him from anything because.
Well, I just know CGI. His name. Yeah, that's why I didn't recognize him too.
Wow.
But yeah, no, like he's
you say he's Gollum?
He's Gollum, and he's
like the voice and everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Planet of the Apes, he's
Caesar.
Caesar, thank you.
Okay.
God.
Now,
sorry.
It's okay. One thing that I think we can all agree on, out of the entire, I'm even going to say, of any comic book movie ever made, the soundtrack and the score to this movie is just phenomenal. Yeah. The way they did the music in this film, it was off the charts.
Well, you have what's his name?
Kendrick Lamar.
Yes, Kendrick Lamar was like,
and The Weeknd.
Yeah, and The Weeknd were like the two.
No, I don't care
staples.
About The Weeknd. I made very clear
Lamar
about that.
Was like the
Kendrick.
staple for this movie.
But
soundtrack.
But even like the song, like they'll play like
intros, like when they're just walking in somewhere, it's all bumping. Like, like dude,
but
that's sick.
Like you know the difference between like the score and the soundtrack.
Yeah.
The soundtrack is like songs that like actual songs with lyrics and stuff.
Yeah.
That were made for the movie, and the score is just kind of like the background.
Just background music.
Yeah. Aside from maybe the original Batman movie, the soundtrack and score is flawless.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah,
I'm totally joking because the Batman with Michael
There was
Keaton
nothing-
soundtrack sucked.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were talking about like the Dark Knight or something.
No.
Oh.
The Michael Keaton Batman, the original was Prince.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now, don't get me wrong, it was banging,
Yeah.
but let's face it, it sucked.
Oh, come
Okay.
on. I love the Bat Dance song.
No.
The Bat Dance.
Come on
song.
now.
Oh, yeah. I'll play it for you
you have
after
to
this
play
is
it
over.
for me.
It's terrible. You'll wish you had the 3 minutes back of your life.
But the score in this movie is great because every time it was just like just a beat, and I was just like, yeah.
I mean, it was bumping. Like
I want to download this.
every time the Michael Jordan guy walked in, it was always something like,
He's gangster, dude.
yeah, it was gangster, son. But it was like gangster with like,
like a tribal thing.
yeah,
to
like
it.
a tribal.
Like
I just-
all the waterfall fight scenes when they're all like, who,
Yeah.
and they're all like
Yeah.
rocking and
Yeah.
stuff. I mean, I was intense.
Yeah,
And
very intense.
The females like they had all the spears,
Yeah.
dude. They were awesome.
Speaking
too,
of which,
man.
do you want to know why his ceremonial guard or his like royal people were all females? Those are all the wives of the king of Wakanda. I found that out when I was doing research.
Oh,
today.
really?
Yeah, they're like
They're like sister wives.
yeah, the ceremonial sister wives of the king.
So they just protect him.
yeah.
Okay, dude. Like I said earlier, I always forget her name. The lady who played
Denai
Denai
Guerrera.
Great
Denai.
actress.
Oh
She
yeah,
did
she was
amazing.
killer in this flick. And the only thing I've seen her in is Walking Dead and this.
She's gonna be in more movies.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
she's gotta
Gots to
be
be,
because
dude.
she is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the scene where she's bitching about wearing that wig.
God,
And you
the
get-
Korea scene. Can we
Yes.
talk about it?
Yes.
Now, but we'll talk about the Korea scene.
I love this scene, man.
Now, we just got done talking about the soundtrack and the score and how it was the best out of any comic book movie, in my opinion. I don't know if you guys agree with that.
Let me think real quick. I'm trying to. The score and soundtrack to Guardians of the Galaxy is something. I mean, how many people went out and got that soundtrack after that movie came out?
I didn't, because all the songs were
I'm
friggin'
just saying-
30, 40 years old.
I know, but it was a great soundtrack. And the way
Yeah.
the second movie opens up with that song, with the Kurt Russell. I can't. I don't even want to get into it.
Right.
But and the way that song is used to translate the underlying story to the movie and everything.
Right.
It's all really, really clever and well good and everything. But I think the way that movie used its music to tell the story is exactly the direction and spirit that this movie used. You know,
I can agree to that.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they really used the music to help tell the story,
Right.
or to give the
Give the feel.
yeah.
Yeah, you definitely feel the music in this movie.
Yeah.
For sure.
Who was the director of this movie? Sorry to cut you off.
Oh, that's okay.
I can look it up real quick. I know
for
what it
sure.
is, and I've Ryan Coogler.
Yeah.
Did he do any other Marvel movies?
No, this is actually like his third movie.
So what's the other two?
He
movies
made a movie
did?
called Fruitville Station, which I haven't seen, which I'm going to see because it has Michael B. Jordan in it too. And he also did Creed, which
Creed. That's
is
right.
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
Right.
Didn't
Michael B.
remember.
Jordan.
Just a stud, man.
This is his second superhero movie, and the first one sucks so bad.
What was the first
was
one?
the
The
first?
worst.
Oh,
superhero
he was in Fantastic Four, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fantastic
That's right.
Four.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was garbage.
He was the Human Torch, which it's not his fault the movie sucked. He was great in it, but or I mean, as good as he could be in it.
Right.
But that movie did
Dude,
suck.
if it's a Fantastic Four movie, it's gonna suck. If you're
Have
gonna
you
watch a
seen it?
Fantastic Four movie, you're gonna have a bad
Yeah,
time.
you're gonna have a bad time. Have you seen it?
I have not, but
You
I just
should
know
watch it
Fantastic
sometime.
Four movies suck.
If you really want to see a dumpster fire,
It's,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
so
Hot
bad.
garbage.
Yeah.
I spit hot garbage. Yeah. Now, we all agree that the soundtrack is banging across the board. It is hot
10 out of
fire.
10.
Yeah, 10 out of 10. I want to know how you guys feel about this. I think I'm right. You guys correct me if I'm wrong. Out of all, the MCU is famous for its post-credit scenes. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
They are famous. You watch a post-credit scene and you're like, oh man,
Yeah.
oh man, I wonder what's going to happen. I did not feel this. There was 2 post-credit scenes for the Black Panther, and I did not care for either one of them.
And
Did not care.
The first one was, I think the first one was just to continue the story for him to be in.
Yeah, the first one definitely
for him to
continued
be
the
in
story a
Infinity
little
War.
bit. Yeah, but the second one, it was garbage.
It was garbage.
Winter Soldier.
Yeah,
We had the Winter
I
Soldier
think
in
we
it.
could have cut a better one than that.
Okay,
Yeah.
but there is importance behind it.
So I want to know. Do you know?
Yeah,
Yes,
what-
I do.
Yes,
I
what-
did
what is the
explain.
importance?
I felt so stupid after I don't know. Well, I guess when I was doing my research, I figured
The Winter Soldier looked weak AF in the scene, anyways.
Yeah.
So
he didn't
even have an arm.
Well,
let's face it.
That he didn't look all that big. Either, so.
No,
I'm not the biggest guy, but
I'm just not a fan of the Winter Soldier. Period. So the fact that he's in there, I just thought it was trash. Yeah. But explain it to us.
So,
break it down.
Civil War is all about I can't remember the bad guy's name. But he
No,
it's like Baron or like Klaus or something. He's a weird name.
Okay.
He frames the deaths of the Tachanka, and he illuminates the deaths of Iron Man's mom and dad.
Right.
By implicating the Winter Soldier.
Well, there's video of it.
Right.
Right.
But T'Challa comes as the Black Panther after the Winter Soldier and joins forces with Iron Man in order to catch the Winter Soldier. So the fact that he's sheltering the Winter Soldier in Wakanda is significant.
Okay.
Because it's like he kind of knows what's up.
Does he get? Is he?
Well, it doesn't show him sheltering. That's his sister, bro.
Right. Yeah, so maybe he doesn't even know about it. That's yeah.
Because his sister's whole thing was like to help people.
Right.
And if he's like on the run,
he's a refugee.
Yeah. If he's on the run, okay, that makes more sense.
Is she gonna do an arm for him? You think?
I mean,
that'd be tight.
Yeah, like because she's all into technology. I can see that.
The stills from Infinity War.
Oh no, hold on. Was it his sister? Or his ex-lover?
It was his sister.
It was his sister.
But his sister also put her she's like information technology, like IT and technology and
she wasn't the one that was.
Of this benefit, not benefit, but of this charity that he starts, like this Wakanda charity that he does, right?
Right.
Are you sure it was his sister and
not
his lover?
It was his sister.
Are you sure?
At the end,
I want to say it was his sister too.
Yes, it was.
I thought it was his sister, but now that I'm thinking about it. His ex-girlfriend was the one who was
all about taking care of
refugees and stuff.
It was his sister.
I'll look it up for. But you're right in the in the history of like after credit sequences, but I mean like Guardians of the Galaxy 2 just showed what's his face Groot as like a teenager.
Right, but that was entertaining.
Yeah, it was entertaining.
That was hilarious. I thought.
I am Groot.
Yeah,
that was the second one. I haven't seen.
Second one's good.
I loved Guardians of the Galaxy. I think out of any movie that has any of the MCU movies that has CGI, I think that was the best CGI.
The best?
I think that was probably one of the better CGI movies.
Yeah,
it had to be. It's space. So
yeah,
I think that was one of the better ones.
Right.
I think. I'm a big Kid Cudi fan. I know we were talking about soundtracks and scores. I think Kid Cudi should have done
Guardians of the
Galaxy. So at least something, because he's all about.
Yeah, but the whole thing with like Guardians of the Galaxy is like classic rock themed, you know.
I know, and that kind of sucks.
But I mean, that's just the way.
Was David Bowie in any of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies? I don't think he was. Why not?
I don't know.
It's like a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
Princess Shuri has been working towards a solution to Bucky's problem.
So it was a sister.
While not stated explicitly, it's implied that Shuri has put her genius to good use and helped to save T'Challa's one-time enemy turned ally. Heck, she even joked in Black Panther that she was helping to fix another broken white boy when Everett Ross needed some medical assistance, obviously alluding to Bucky.
Okay, well that makes a little bit more sense now.
So she makes an arm for him.
Yeah.
Much.
Nice.
Dude, his arm's going to be badass.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's anything like Claw's arm,
yeah,
that arm was baller.
She had some jokes though too.
Yeah, the movie was funny. Like it wasn't like overly hilarious, but like the subtle jokes in this movie, like there were several. Like I would say at least 3 to 4 times the whole theater was just rolling with laughter.
Yeah.
To the point where you were like, hold on, they're still talking. What are they saying? I can't hear them because people are still laughing.
She was flipping them off and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite joke in the movie.
The sneakers?
No.
That was mine. I like the sneakers.
I called him sneakers.
Yeah.
No, when the family goes to the ape tribe, and he's like, "If you talk again, I will eat you."
Oh yeah.
And he's like, "Just kidding, I'm a vegetarian."
Yeah.
That was good.
He says, "I'll feed you to my children."
Yeah,
And he's like, "Just kidding, we're all vegetarians."
And it's funny. He was talking to the white guy too. He's
Yeah.
like, "You talk again." He was like, "The white guy was like, oh shit."
Yeah.
I will shut up right now.
He
I
looked
would've.
like any white dude, and
Would, yeah.
like in a yeah.
At like a concert.
Any kind of place where you're like, well,
I better shut my mouth.
They had a Back to the Future reference in the movie too.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys caught that.
I missed it. You pointed it out, and then I was like, oh, yeah.
Now it was something
Because it was the sneakers that laced up themselves.
Yeah. She's like like he puts his feet on the little things, and then the sneakers form around his feet, and he's like, she says to him, "It's just like
That
the
movie,
shoes in
fully automated."
Yeah, she said they're fully automated. She's like, just like the shoes in that movie that Papa used to watch.
Yes.
Yeah,
And I think that was a Back to the Future reference.
totally.
Had to be a Back to the Future. To be clear, Back to the Future Part 2.
Yeah. Here's one thing that I'm not 100% behind with where this movie falls in with the MCU.
Okay. Let's hear it.
Okay. So, with Iron Man 1, the whole, like, magic and allure to Iron Man himself is that here's a guy who created a suit of armor that no one else could, like, this is a technological breakthrough like anybody had ever seen.
Right.
But Wakanda,
I know what you're going to say.
It kind of minimizes the technology and stuff that we've seen in the past when all of a sudden we're looking at the stuff from Wakanda.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
it's vibranium, though.
I know.
You kind of have to take that jump because this is the only place in the world
that has it.
that can utilize
vibranium in the
its
way.
abilities. Yeah.
I want to see a vibranium Iron Man suit.
That's what I'm getting at. It's like, well, what would that? I mean, like, how much overpower can you make it?
Yeah.
And like the way this like armor, like she's like this stuff's coming out of like his necklace, all the little claws in his necklace. Well, like, I don't know. It's getting to a suspension of disbelief. That's like,
It's Superman.
yeah, like the
It's way
technology
too
in these
OP.
movies is like, yeah, like where do those shoes even come from? Like, I'm sorry, but like matter doesn't happen like that. You know what I mean?
It does with vibranium.
I guess so.
I mean, now I'm a firm believer that a movie has to be somewhat believable for me to like it
Right.
in the slightest bit.
And when you give someone like a potion, and that potion makes them stronger, faster, whatever,
I believe it.
I believe it.
Yeah. But when somebody just steps on some rubber soles on the floor, and then like you see a hologram form around their foot, and then all of a sudden it's like a real shoe.
And when he jumps, it makes no sense.
Yeah. They're called sneakers.
I like that joke.
And
I like the joke too.
The one,
And you never see those shoes again. It never comes up, and then he never has to use those.
no, they're probably part of his suit.
Right,
Honestly, but and another thing, I'm not trying to complain about it, but like the suit that he has, she's like, yeah, you can.
It holds kinetic energy.
It holds kinetic energy. So if you get hit, it absorbs that energy. You won't feel it, and
You can use it
you
later.
can like release that kinetic energy in like a burst. Like,
I don't know,
really?
but when
Like
he
that kinda-
kicks it, the suit doesn't stand still. The suit flies across the room.
yeah, but it
did absorb the
did
kinetic
absorb
energy.
the energy. Yeah,
But he still flew across the room.
right.
So, I mean, I don't know, like,
I like that. I like his suit.
I
His suit's
loved
awesome.
the kinetic energy
Yeah,
storing thing.
yeah, I thought that
and I
was a
loved every
great
time
idea.
he used it,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
But I find it hard to believe that he wouldn't feel. Well, I guess, but he does, like,
He'd have to
withstand
feel.
shots.
Yeah, it's like it's completely bulletproof. Like he'll just sit there and they're like ding 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 ding.
And, like, when those
nothing.
people, like, swarmed him and they're, like, hitting him with sticks,
Yeah.
he crouches down,
Yeah.
you know.
But they're hitting him with sticks that are made of and things that are made of vibranium.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's what I don't get. So it's vibranium
Right.
versus vibranium. So it's like, so what gives here?
It kind of
Right.
cancels itself out.
It's like
really.
like when you see a superhero like what's that Will Smith movie where he's like an angel or God or whatever.
Crap.
Anyway, well,
It's
there's
like
a
his
scene-
his name or whatever.
yeah.
Um,
Anyway, but here
I'll
there's
say
a
like
scene where
Jackson, but I know it ain't Jackson.
he's shaving and he's just clawing his face and like the hair's coming off, And it's like, well, shouldn't that hair be the same strength of you? So wouldn't it still be like someone trying to shave with their fingernails? That's the same thing. Like, wouldn't vibranium and vibranium cancel each other out? It would feel like you're actually getting hit with a stick.
Exactly, yeah.
So I guess that's why I was crouched down.
Yeah. I was wondering the same thing, too. I'm like, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
You hurting your head?
No, I'm trying to think of
The
that
movie?
damn movie.
For some reason, I want to say Cloverfield. It's not Cloverfield,
It's not.
of course. It's something along that line, though.
It's Hamilton.
Hancock.
Hancock, yes!
All that was coming to my head was Hamilton.
I don't know why Cloverfield came to my head. But.
I don't know. Hancock. I was thinking it started with a J. I don't know.
Wow.
I also thought it was called Jackson, too.
Hancock wasn't a bad movie.
Yeah, it was
all right.
Yeah.
Had the little kid from Rob Zombie's remake of Halloween in it. That was pretty cool.
I don't know.
Great flick. Love that movie. No complaints about it.
Oh, man. What else can we talk about this movie?
Was there anything...
The Korea scene?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Let's break down the Korea scene.
Talk about the Korea scene here.
Was the shiznit.
So what I love about it is the way it started out like a James Bond scene.
Yeah.
Where they're like walking into the club and they're like all the like metal detectors and everything's like super sly. They walk in, you see the American secret agent,
CIA
and he's
agent,
like,
yeah.
and he's playing craps, very much in the like vein of, and then Claw shows up with his posse.
And they all go
They just
right
walk
through
straight
the
through the thing.
And they're all like, oh, well, I guess I didn't get the notice that they weren't supposed to,
Like,
have weapons.
Yeah. It's like they didn't understand that they're
didn't
walking
care.
into a James Bond scene.
Yeah.
I loved that vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it set the tone of what was about to happen. And what was about to happen was awesome.
Yeah.
Was all hell breaking loose.
Yeah.
What made
was
that
good.
scene was, I was forgetting her name, Michonne wearing the wig.
Denai
Denai
Guerrero.
Guerrero.
Yeah. She was like,
this
she-
ratty wig.
Yeah, she's bald throughout the whole movie.
Yeah.
She's bald in real life too. She keeps her head shaved.
She
And, like,
looks good with her head shaved.
Yeah,
though.
I
I
agree.
think she's a very attractive woman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I could say something, but I'm not going to. Like when she's wearing the wig, she's like she keeps like trying to blow the hair
You
out
can
of her
tell
face.
it's like a ratty wig, too.
Yeah,
It just looks horrible.
Yeah, you could tell she's physically uncomfortable.
And she used it
wearing
as a weapon, too. She threw it in somebody's face or something,
Yeah.
didn't she? Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, I've been made, and she
Yeah.
throws it, and dude's all like, ah, I got a wig on my face. You know,
Great. Dude, that whole, like you said, scene was great, man.
It started out like it's like, oh, and like, oh.
Start out slow,
Yeah.
and then they got there.
Yeah.
well, like you said, it had a James Bond feel to it. It
Yeah.
was very secret agent-y,
Right.
you know. And
But as soon as
it's gonna be insane.
yeah,
It's so good.
that mixtape.
I was going to say,
Oh,
the
yeah.
mixtape joke,
Yeah.
man.
I don't even know how it led up to that, but
He
I know it
goes,
was funny.
I
He
don't
says something
remember
about-
what he says, but Martin Freeman goes like, "Oh, I heard you guys show up. Was that you playing your new mixtape?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, actually, oh yes." Send me
Because he's
your
talking about his
email.
entourage.
Yeah.
That's what he was talking
Oh,
about.
yeah,
was his
yeah.
entourage.
It's like, what, you guys dropping your mixtape or something? I forget what he says.
He's like,
but
yeah, you want to hear it? He's like, no, I really don't. I was
It's
just
like,
kidding.
please don't give me your
He
mixtape.
turns around, he's like, hey, can we get this guy's SoundCloud link? That was good. That was really good.
Yeah, you wonder if that was improvised or not.
I would hope so.
Another fantastic moment in the movie. I mean, skipping past the waterfall scene, skipping past like the tribes and all that. The scene where T'Challa walks up, he's like going to fight Killmonger, and he's like, Killmonger! And he's like, what's up?
Oh, yeah.
That was awesome too.
What I liked about the two, like, how can I say it here? What I thought was really cool was how, like, everybody from Wakanda had the thick accent, but then you have Michael B. Jordan's character who's like straight up gangster.
Yeah.
You know? And he's like, he spits the truth.
How about
Yeah.
all of those marks on his body
The
from where
scars.
he killed people?
All the kills,
Yeah,
yeah.
scars.
And like you
Man.
see, like he shows his arm in one scene.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, wow,
Wow,
that's a lot.
And he takes off his
Takes the
shirt,
It's covered.
Yeah.
all over his
Looks
body.
like he had like chicken pox scars.
I
man.
know.
Yeah, like really, really bad chicken
Yeah.
pox.
But
So they
it was
look like-
awesome, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's
Killer.
something I was wanting to say about him.
Did you guys realize it was him in the beginning as the kid?
No,
I didn't.
I didn't know.
I didn't know
notice
either. What? How did he get the lip thing?
His dad gave it to him.
His dad gave it to him.
Yeah.
So they're not born with it. I missed that, I guess.
I don't think they're born with it now.
Okay.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
They might be born with it, but I'm pretty sure when he goes to the ancestral plane, he says something about, I gave you that to go there or something. I can't remember
Yeah.
exactly what he said. But.
When they're like, he's like, burn all this shit, burn it right now. Yeah, he was gangster. He's like,
Yeah.
burn it.
Yeah.
He had that lady in like the chokehold, like all Darth Vader style.
Yeah.
But like, what is that? It's like a flower, and that's what they
The
use.
heart-shaped flower.
Yeah, the heart-shaped flower. So that's what they use to give the Black Panther. Well, to give the Black Panther power. Is
Right.
What it is. Yeah. So that's.
You wonder
he's
how
like,
they
burn all this.
Yeah. Like, how do they keep that stuff under lock and key? Because, like, if you knew that's how the Black Panther got, I guess the people don't know.
Yeah, and they never said it because they did burn it, but they
Yeah.
never said like
How are they going to make
how
more?
are they going to get it back or how are they going to make more? Because eventually, they're going to need it.
Yeah.
So that was, I don't know. I was wondering, I was like, come on, can we get a little bit of story? Because I thought when she took it, I thought it was, okay, this
We're
is
gonna
to
save
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she took it and they ground it up and
Gave it to
him to save
T'Challa.
him.
Gave it back to him. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, so what are they going to do now? They burned it all and they gave it to him to, keep him alive. So I was kind of confused on that part too.
There are some confusing things in the movie, like the train. You know that, like she says, that those dampers or whatever suppresses
The vibranium.
the vibranium, but like vibranium is a metal.
Yeah.
So
What is it? More of a metal or is it more of an element?
I guess.
Listen,
But
a
how do
metal
you
can be an
even-
element.
Well, true.
Yeah. But how do you even like
Is it a real element?
Well, I guess
dampen an
I guess it's like
element?
radiation.
Yeah.
It would be like a radiation type thing.
But like when they're fighting during that scene, like you see their skin,
It looked like
Yeah.
magnetic waves.
like it was breaking away or whatever.
it's got to be some kind of radiation. That's what I'm thinking.
But I
of.
mean, like they weave it into their clothes and stuff too, so it looks like you're wearing like a regular shirt, but it's
you're-
got vibranium.
yeah.
I guess it's because every time we've seen vibranium in the past, it's been in like Iron Man's shield, and
Iron Man or Captain America's.
oh, I'm sorry, Captain America's
Captain
shield.
America?
And
Is
I
that
thought
the shield?
I thought he said Captain America was his favorite thing. He's over here misquoting.
Well,
I
Iron
didn't know that
Man
was in
makes
his
him the
shield.
shield.
That's true.
It is, yeah.
Who makes the shield for him?
Iron Man.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
you actually see him not working on it, but it's in the background when he's building like the
In Iron Man 2, he creates the new element
Yeah.
to power his suit and keep the things away from his heart,
Yeah, the pieces of metal.
which got totally
Shrapnel.
retconned, by the way, because after 3, he doesn't need it anymore.
Yeah, because he gets it all surgically removed.
Yeah, and then you see him in Civil War and like Spider-Man, and he still shows that glowing thing, so he's still carrying
Did you ever
it.
think of that? Do you think his surgeon was Doctor Strange?
What do you-
Oh, that just brings me to another point here. Okay,
Oh, I know what you're gonna say.
when the
'cause you
dude
said it in the
yeah,
movie.
I actually said this during
Yeah.
the movie when they're talking about all the medical advancements that they've had and stuff like that, and then the guy gets shot in the back, like right in the spine, and like he's done, like
Paralyzed.
he is done, paralyzed from the neck down. I don't even know if he can move his face, but they take him back and they're like, oh yeah, they're like, oh, we let us have him, we can fix him.
Yeah.
And then they take him, and then sure enough, yeah, they fix him. He's up walking around. He even feels, he's like, I don't even have a gunshot wound there anymore. And I lean over and I said, why don't they fix Doctor Strange's hands?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
It was like instantly, right? Like,
And
they
like-
should fix Doctor Strange's hands.
He went to the ends of the earth
Yeah. To figure
find out
yeah.
how to fix his hands.
Yeah. He should have
That
went to
is
Wakanda.
true.
And
Yeah.
you never once thought of Wakanda? But I mean,
Wakanda ain't no country I ever heard of.
yeah.
But yeah, do you think it's possible in the future that they
he
Fix
is
his hands?
fix Doctor Strange's hands? Do you
I
think
mean-
Doctor Strange at this point wants his hands fixed?
Right. Well, I mean, like he has the full use of his hands. His
But it's because of his powers.
His
Yeah.
mind, yeah.
Yeah.
so I mean, he does. His hands are fixed, technically speaking.
Well, he can't. Well, I don't
Yeah,
know.
he can perform
So
surgery.
he could still perform surgery. Well, he just does it with his mind, then, doesn't he?
Yeah,
pretty
well, I
much.
mean, like, yeah, he could go into the astral plane and fix
Yeah.
people and stuff.
Yeah.
But do you think in upcoming movies that'll be an issue?
No, and here's the thing, because I have like a reasoning behind this. Wakanda, he's like a rich, like well-to-do person. In his mind, Wakanda is a third world country that, yeah, they found a little bit of vibranium in very, very small
Are you
amounts.
thinking Doctor Strange thinks
Yes.
it's third world? Well, yeah, the whole world does.
Right, exactly.
Nobody except for the Wakandans themselves Did I just say Wakanda? The Wakandans.
That's a strong condom, bro. No nigga
That
can
would
do that.
Yeah.
A Wakanda.
New Trojan vibraniums.
Oh my
store
god.
shelves.
Trojan
Wakandas.
Wakandas. Vibranium.
With
It takes
vibranium.
kinetic
Hey,
energy. That's a badass orgasm right there.
they don't just vibrate.
Yeah.
They vibranium.
Dude, we need to make that.
Yeah, that
That
needs to be
is
a
great.
thing. I don't even know where I was going now. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The only people who know the secrets of Wakanda are the people of Wakanda.
Right.
Everybody outside of that doesn't know anything
So
about
he would never have, like...
it. He never would have thought to even go there.
Right.
Right.
But then again, he never thinks to go to India or whatever either. How does he find out about it? He finds out
he talks to the guy who was
Research.
paralyzed
Yeah.
and finds him playing basketball. And he's like, "How'd you do it?" And then
Right.
he leads him to where he needs to go.
Yeah.
I love that. That was another good flick.
Yeah.
And another person we don't know a lot of that made
Doctor
a really good
Strange.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
But Iron Man was a good movie. We knew a lot about Iron Man. Or did we know a lot about Iron Man? Is there a
I mean,
lot
who
of
doesn't?
comics about Iron Man?
Who
I mean-
doesn't know a lot about Iron Man?
Yeah.
Well, we do now, but before Iron Man,
Yeah.
did we know a lot about Iron Man?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I didn't know.
I mean,
that.
there's a song about him. You know,
That's true.
a very popular song too.
Well, there's a freaking show named after the Hulk, and you see how well those movies.
Right.
are.
I mean, like, I guess when you think of, like, Marvel Comics, you would think Spider-Man,
Captain
Daredevil,
America.
Captain America, the Hulk, and then maybe Iron Man. But when you think of the
yeah.
Avengers, you think of Iron Man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for show. Now at the top of the show, I'd mentioned some people are saying that this is a very controversial movie.
I don't know why.
Well, I think it's because, and I'm going to get real here, and I don't mean anything by it. I'm just repeating what a lot of people are saying on the internet. It's very controversial because it shows a strong African American lead actor who's not portraying a typical black African male stereotype.
Mm-hmm.
He's, according to like the other stereotypes, they're either like drug dealers or drug addicts or pimps or gangsters of some kind, and the Black Panther is not anything. He's not a stereotypical black guy.
Yeah, he's well educated.
Well-educated.
Good family, things
Yeah.
like that.
Everything that you would not associate a black stereotype with, he is that. He's the opposite of that stereotype. And I think a lot of people were kind of butthurt about it or
And
whatnot.
he's not even blaxploitation, too. Like
No.
a character like Luke Cage, and his creation was kind of like a blaxploitation character.
Kind of, yeah.
Where he was, like, not gangster or nothing, but like the 1970s ideal, like
Shaft.
Shaft, thank
Yeah.
you. Like a character like that.
Right.
Okay,
Now,
go ahead.
And I think when it boils down to it, for me anyway, like I thought of this way early on, and it just kind of coincided this week that not only in these times do people think that it's very controversial to have, a African American or black, if you will, lead main character, like the lead guy. And I would definitely not be doing any justice here if I didn't talk about this. The original Night of the Living Dead came out in 1968, directed by the late, great George A. Romero. And this film, too, was also very controversial because it had a black male lead actor for the first time. I mean, I don't know if it was the first time, but I know people were definitely
Made a big deal
outraged.
about it,
Yeah, like the Times back then in '68, people were like, they were outraged. They were like, "Wow, he's got like he's got a black guy as the main actor in this movie. How can he do that?" And I think that's how people feel now. Not like all people, but I mean that's kind of like what like the underbelly. Like I said, like the far right people are fucking. Sorry, I just dropped the F-bomb. I know that's not cool. But that's kind of like what they're complaining about, I think. And I think this predates all the way back to '68 when Romero did it. And I think it's genius.
The first TV show to feature a black lead was I Spy in 1965.
Oh wow!
And
So
do you
that
know
was
who that
close.
guy was?
Who was that guy?
Bill Cosby.
Wow.
He was the first. He broke the color barrier when it came to a black lead for a TV show.
What about a movie though?
I don't know if they made an I Spy TV or a movie, but it was definitely a TV show.
So 65, 68. It's
September
relatively
15th, 1965.
Now I don't know. If, like you said, I don't.
It was on NBC too.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I mean, there was only like 3 channels back then, but
That's true.
yeah,
NBC, CBS, ABC.
yeah,
Yeah. Did I say ABC? No, I said NBC.
yeah.
WNBC. So bottom line here, watch it or squash it. I'm going to say watch it. I am definitely going to go watch this movie a second time. Do you guys agree on that?
Yeah.
Definitely watch it.
For sure. I
Faux show.
love the movie.
Yeah, that was good.
And I kind of talked shit about the movie, and it had nothing to do with any of that. I just didn't think... I didn't know really much about Black Panther. Great movie. They did an amazing job. Every actor in this movie was great. I'll definitely go watch it. I want to go
Phenomenal.
see it again.
Yeah.
Like, for sure. So
I'm definitely game.
And that's what I think.
Let's go see it tonight. You want
I'm
to?
down. I don't care.
I mean, it's only
Probably sold out.
9
but,
o'clock.
yeah.
It's till 10 o'clock.
Like, I really... If you guys were dead serious, I'd go see it again.
I mean, I'm down.
Yeah,
Maybe.
got
You have a
movie
free pass.
Yeah, yeah, you got a movie pass, so you can see.
I'm not trying to give a free plug to anybody here, but if you haven't gotten a movie pass yet, it's great.
It's
$10.
ridiculous.
$10 a month, you get to see one standard movie a day for free, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
Have we? I mean, like, have we
We need to
covered?
get them as like a plug. Sorry to cut
Yeah,
you
I'm
off.
sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I mean, are you done with your plug for?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, have we covered everything that we want to talk about? Because
I don't.
once we
doesn't
shut
feel
off,
like we did.
I know.
It just feels like we reviewed it. We jumped to. I don't know. We
ran through.
ran
We
through it
didn't
really
even go
fast.
through the story.
It's just such a good movie.
Yeah.
It feels like we're just missing out on a lot of stuff.
I know.
I think we hit the big spoilers, though.
I think so too.
Yeah.
But what do you think, Tim?
Watch it or squash it.
Oh, I'd definitely say 100%. Watch
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Watch
definitely.
it. Watch it. Watch it.
I know you love this movie. I know you were all about it.
Well, only because I know that the MCU puts out the
Great
product.
flicks.
Quality, bro.
Yeah, quality. And that's why I was never, on the fence. I was like, this is going to be good. And I was excited about the kind of... I didn't know much about it, but judging from the trailers, I was like, oh, wow, like it's like jungle, Africa, plus sci-fi and high-tech and stuff like that.
Yeah.
While I did say some of the tech at this point, and like I worry about like the future of the MCU, how much further can they take like these
The technology that
the
they have?
technology and stuff.
Just takes a guy sitting in a room with a pad and a pencil and an idea.
Yeah.
So, top, what do you rate this movie as, like, for MCU or just superhero movies in general? Like, what do you rank out of, like, so we all agree top superhero movie for us is The Dark Knight.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
Hands
So
down Dark
what's
Knight.
after
And
that?
so why is the Dark Knight so incredible? It's because you have both sides of a coin in the same movie. You have Batman, who's 100%.
No pun intended with that.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Because you also have Two-Face in the movie as
Right.
well.
Yeah.
You have the dark and the light. And not only are they just dark and light, but you could even say that those definitions are shaded because which one's dark and which one's light.
Right.
But they are so opposite that, just seeing those two things clash.
I know what you're trying to say. It's when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly what
Yeah,
that movie
yeah.
is. Yeah.
And that's why it's so
It's dynamite.
dynamite.
Yeah.
Not only that, but like it takes comic books and it adds murder, mayhem, rocket launchers, barracudas,
Car chases.
heat-seeking missiles.
Yeah.
Rhinos.
rhinos,
Bears.
you have everything in that movie.
Right. You've got like a little bit of like old school gangster like bank heist
Right.
mixed with like
The love triangle,
Yeah. You've got it all.
Murder,
See a pencil
tragedy,
disappear?
Yeah, the
pencil
comedic,
disappear.
the comedic performances.
Yeah.
That aren't even really comedic, but they're just so good.
When you see the Joker with that camera and like the dude's like hanging upside down and he's just like, like, dude, it's just insane.
Yeah.
He's like, you're not Batman, are you? I love that part, man.
I could talk about this for more,
I
but
can
to
talk
move
about
on.
Dark Knight too.
So the one thing that makes these superhero movies so great to watch is a fantastic hero and a fantastic villain.
Mm-hmm.
And when that villain is empathizable, you can empathize with the villain.
Right.
That makes it even better. And with Michael B. Jordan, his stance is, you could see it. You know, like you could even see him winning and carrying on with his plan and going like, he's not exactly wrong. Like, and he's not, his vision is not exactly, I mean, is basically tyranny, but for the right purposes.
Right.
You know? And so yeah, like it is definitely up there, because when you look at like a superhero movie that isn't exactly great, Iron Man 2 in my opinion, Whiplash is not exactly, like, he has the vengeance, but what after that? You know? Like what happens after that? I don't know. And that's what makes him kind of like a weak villain in my perspective. So yeah, this movie definitely is way up there. I would I would say Iron Man probably sits for MCU. Iron Man sits at the top of the throne, number 1.
Right.
After that, I mean, I would definitely like the top 5.
Top 5, Black Panther.
It's completely interchangeable, and Black Panther's in there.
Yeah,
I agree to that.
Too.
I definitely agree to that.
Ant-Man's in mine, I know that.
Ant-Man's not in mine.
Really? I loved Ant-Man.
I love it, and it's
I
funny
think it's
and
mostly
everything.
just because of Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
That's just me.
The guy that tells the story, that tells like how things happen, I thought was lifting a lot from Drunk History.
Okay.
And something that they do on their show, which is exactly what he does, where he voices the characters and they're saying the words that are coming out of his mouth. It's exactly 100% what Funny or Die does with Drunk History. And I was like, it makes me cringe every time I see it, because I'm like, man, they should pay homage. Or I guess they are kind of paying homage, but nobody ever talks about like, well, that's Drunk History. That's exactly what Drunk History does.
Right.
Outside of that, though, it is a good movie to watch.
I loved Iron Man, though, too.
Yeah.
Iron Man 1 is fantastic.
Yes, yeah. I that's one movie I could watch over and over and over again, even if it's on TV. I'm just like, screw it. I'll sit through the commercials and watch this.
That one has the hero's journey 100%.
Yeah.
Because you got a guy who's like almost, down and just a dark person, and he resists the call to action, to resist the call to be a superhero, and then when he finally does, and he decides that he's going to fight for what he believes in, it's awesome.
Definitely.
And what's his name as Jeff Bridges as a bad guy too.
Oh yeah.
True that. And it's got my main in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but he hasn't come back for the sequels.
That's what sucks, man. He didn't come back for the sequels.
He should have.
Maine.
Iron Man.
Iron
Man.
Yeah. It was like a money dispute or something, wasn't it?
Something like that, yeah. So bottom line, go out, see Black Panther.
Do it.
Let us know what you think. Tell us in the comments if we're right, if we're wrong, what you liked, what you didn't like. Let us know. We got the famous wide shot here. Go to this place right here, kyhbb.com. You can listen to this show, all the other great shows that we put on that website. They're all up there available for download. Anybody got any final thoughts?
Just see the movie. It's great.
Yeah.
If you had to give an Oscar to one person,
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan, hands down, man.
Hands down, Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
First show.
And don't, like I said, the guy who played, I always forget his name.
And who? T'Challa?
Yes. What's his name?
I
always forget his name.
Desmond.
The guy who plays
Black Panther.
Yeah.
He was.
Damn it.
He did good.
Yeah.
So,
I know, it's right there on the tip of my tongue.
But Michael B. Jordan, for sure.
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan stole it for me.
But I mean, Denai
Guerrera.
Guerrera,
yeah.
Lupita Nyong'o. I mean,
The list
even
goes on.
Forrest Whitaker is fantastic.
With his wonky eye.
But I mean, like when he sees, when he steps forward to say like, no, it was me. I'm the reason why your father died. kill me, and he's like, I'll kill both of y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on,
That
you
scene's so
fools.
good.
Yeah.
So good.
I want to go out and see it again.
Well, all right, we are going to get out of here,
That
folks.
movie was good.
Go see Black Panther. You're going to love it. I guarantee it. Hit me with a wide shot one more time.
Boom.
Bam.
That's a wrap, folks.
Peace.
Thanks
Yeah.
for watching.